the light of faith. This is how the church's tradition speaks of the great gift brought by Jesus. In John's Gospel, Christ says of himself, I have come as light into the world, that whoever believes in me may not remain in darkness. St. Paul uses the same image. God, who said, let light shine out of darkness, has shone in our hearts. The pagan world, which hungered for light, had seen the growth of the cult of the sun god, Sol Invictus, invoked each day at sunrise. Yet though the sun was born anew each morning, it was clearly incapable of casting its light on all of human existence. The sun does not illuminate all reality. Its rays cannot penetrate to the shadows of death, the place where men's eyes are close to its light. No one, St. Justin Martyr writes, has ever been ready to die for his faith in the sun. Those who believe see, with a light that illuminates their entire journey, for it comes from the risen Christ, the morning star which never sets. After the audience with the king, they set out, and behold, the star that they had seen at its rising preceded them, until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. They were overjoyed to see the star, and on entering the house they saw the child with Mary his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. They opened their treasures and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Innocent and holy infant Jesus, as we await the celebration of your birth, we see that there are many lights in the night sky that attract our attention, sometimes enticing us away from you. When we see a dazzling array of gifts, our selfish nature shifts our attention back onto ourselves and away from you. During this holy season of Advent, we ask that you keep our eyes trained on the star that leads to you, where we might contemplate the holy mystery of incarnation in that moment, that history when God reunited with man and overcame the rift of sin that had divided us for so long. May we find Jesus where we seek him, and may we do him homage when we find him. May we always follow the true light of Christ, and never the lesser or artificial lights that lead us astray. Amen. This Advent season, pay particular attention to those false lights that often insidiously distract us from the true light, the coming of Christ child. Stay alert, beware. It's more than just television commercials, the demands of our electronic devices and window shopping. Sometimes it's gossip masquerading as idle parish conversation. There are myriad bells and whistles, enticements and desires that draw our attention away from what should be the priority of this liturgical season, the deepening of our relationship with Jesus. Before you react to enticements, ask yourself if this is something that brings you closer to God and deepens your intimacy with Him as your friend.
When who shall sing his joy? The sun is fleeing away. Sweet Saviour, haste. Come to earth, dispel the night and show